Hello and welcome to another Cliff Reviews Art House. This time I'm reviewing the film Warfare, directed by Garland and Mendoza. This is a gritty, immersive portrayal of a US military operation during the Iraq War. The film follows a Navy SEAL unit through the intense, chaotic reality of a modern urban combat. With minimal dialogue and no real character backstories, it has a kind of documentary style. The opening shot is absolutely not what I was expecting, but it quickly becomes clear and it really is good at establishing the camaraderie. It says very little, but it does give us a snapshot of the situation that these soldiers are in. The film is like a documentary. It's based on real people, real events, but all of the characters are played by actors and the whole thing is dramatised. I don't like it when a documentary recreates particular events using actors alongside perhaps real footage or interviews. Warfare avoids this. My view is that if you're going to use dramatisation, go all the way, make the whole thing a drama. It makes much more sense. Warfare has the realism of a conventional fly-on-the-wall documentary, but we know that it's all dramatised. I think the dramatisation is a really good decision. To have footage of war like this would be very difficult. The dramatisation allows footage of all the events that are relevant to this story. What's really interesting about the film is that it's based on the memories of those that were actually there. And this has a particular resonance because one of the people that was there has no memory of what happened. So the reconstruction of the event from everyone else's memories felt like a kind of gift to that person. It gives it extra meaning. It makes it a really personal film above being just about entertainment or raising awareness of what war is actually like. I really like the fact that it's made from memories. It's not claiming that it's necessarily 100% accurate. Maybe people's memories have become distorted. That's the nature of memory. But memories are valid. They're the best that we have for remembering events that have shaped us in life. I think honouring the memories is a really effective way of telling this story. That said, the story is very simple. The film starts where they have a mission to provide cover for an operation. The opening section is really well done. Very little is happening. It's all very procedural. I found this so compelling, not least because you know that something could happen at any point, but it's also just really well done. No music, just sound effects. Every sound, every click of a rifle, every static of a radio conversation, every footstep is heard. The sound design is so well done. It's not long before the mission is compromised and they come under attack. All of the operations then become about trying to save the casualties. Now, I said this is a fly-on-the-wall documentary, but it's not really. At times it is, but at other times we seem to be experiencing events from inside one of the characters. After a bomb goes off, when they're shell-shocked, we seem to be seeing the situation from the perspective of what the people actually experienced at that time. Of course, this makes sense that someone's memory may be affected by the trauma of the actual situation. I found Warfare really gripping. I was totally immersed, totally involved in what these characters were experiencing. It's a really grueling experience and it's effectively filmed as if it's in real time. So we don't get relief of jumping to the next scene when terrible things are happening. It becomes a visceral experience. I saw it on one of the big screens in Leicester Square with Dolby Atmos sound. This is a film that literally shakes the seats, and it did make me jump several times. The film only shows the perspective of the US military. We do see a number of Iraqis in the fight sequences, but we never see their perspective. I didn't feel that this is a problem. The film is what it is. It's based on the memories of a group of American soldiers. I didn't find it nationalistic or jingoistic. I didn't feel that it did too much flag waving or moral posturing. It's not really stating any opinion on war. What it is doing is making sure that we see the horror of war. Whether you consider war right or wrong, this is actually what it involves. It's a stripped back, observational account based on memories of an actual combat situation. It feels like a human ordeal. I did feel quite shaken at the end to imagine what this group of men had gone through. Warfare doesn't try to persuade or politicise, I think. It simply immerses us in the lived experience of a mission gone wrong, as remembered by those who survived it. In doing so, it becomes less a traditional war film and more a reflection on memory, trauma, on the limits of what we can ever truly know about moments of extreme stress. It avoids sentimentality and it avoids spectacle. It never offers easy answers. Instead, it left me with a quiet but powerful sense of what war actually feels like on the ground. Confusing, relentless, utterly human. As a pacifist, I don't believe in war as a solution. But for anyone who does, this film is a must-see. It refuses to sanitize or glorify. It shows the war not as a theory or a strategy, but as a human ordeal. Anyone who supports sending people to war, I would say it's really important to be clear about what we're asking the soldiers to do. This film does it in a very effective way, and I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.